Well, if you, like so many others across the country, are glued to the Lindsay Clancy murder trial, we understand. For those of you who don't know, it really is a hard one to hear. Lindsay Clancy is accused of killing her 3 young children, while her defense lawyers say she suffered from postpartum psychosis. Now, this case is starting a lot of conversation and difficult questions about postpartum mental health and maternal care. Dr. Natalie Gentile is with us this Wellness Wednesday, and this one is a hard one for many of us to wrap our heads around. And what were some of your initial thoughts when you first heard about this case?
This has been really challenging to follow and keep a distance from, because as a physician, I find it certainly something interesting and important for us to talk about. But as a mom, first of all, it's very triggering. And as someone who suffered from antepartum and postpartum mental health, conditions, I find it I find myself pulled to it and just sad. So I think it's something that touches most every one of us.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit more. Let's dive into this postpartum health and why I feel as though it's something that's not discussed enough.
Yeah, postpartum time period is really challenging. Think about those times, like, were we going to get to the doctor consistently after we had our newborns? Not that easily.
No.
And we don't follow postpartum moms, at least healthy postpartum moms, physically healthy postpartum moms, that consistently after birth. We're following the baby, right? All those newborn visits, and not a lot for moms. And I think it's really challenging also for women to speak up about the dark thoughts, speak up about the things that can be really shameful. You're supposed to be so happy in this time frame, and for most of us, we're not.
Yeah, and talk a little bit more about that and what that looks like, because I feel like it's a little bit more than just feeling sad at times. I mean, I know I experienced some of it where you're just like, you feel, it's almost like an out-of-body experience where you just don't understand who you are anymore. At least that was my experience. Yeah,
there's a loss of identity. You now are a parent, right? And you're responsible for a human being's life. There's a whole different vibe, right? But also there's a degree of normal. And when you listen to this trial in particular, a lot of the things that you hear that Lindsay Clancy experienced were quite normal, and then it veers into abnormal, right? And it veers into dangerous. And a lot of women experience anxiety. They experience depression, sad thoughts. But it's when it veers into thoughts of wanting to harm yourself or others that, whether you're postpartum or not, that's not normal. And that's something that we need to intervene on to keep everybody safe.
Yeah, and you mentioned a little bit about your own journey. Would you mind sharing?
I'm happy to share, because I really think it's important to raise awareness. I suffered from antepartum depression, actually. So in my first trimester of both pregnancies, I did not want to be pregnant. I was having thoughts of not wanting to live anymore. I really, was having trouble functioning in my job as a physician, and it was really scary. And it wasn't until literally the first day of my second trimester that it, poof, lifted. But it was so shameful, right? Like, I should be happy to be pregnant. Why was I not feeling that way? And then I suffered from postpartum anxiety with my second child as well. Those feelings of just being really amplified, really almost paranoid, like something bad's gonna happen to me or my baby. And again, those things can be some degree of normal, right? We have big hormonal shifts, big life changes, but it's when it starts to really impact your quality of life and function and safety, that's when we get worried.
I had that experience too. I mean, where you just envision these weird things. Like, I envisioned Logan floating off in the river. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what if that happens? How would I save him? It's just like these crazy, very high anxiety driven thoughts. All right, so what do you think that new moms need? I mean, based off of your own personal experiences and then what your patients are telling you.
So I have a really interesting look into this as a family medicine doc, because I see moms and babies together. I don't just take care of mom or just baby. And I think that coordination of care is really important, because just when you're seeing a baby for a well-child check, for example, as a healthcare provider, you also need to be checking in on mom and parents, right, in the family unit. And I think it really needs to be more normalized to have mental health care right away as part of that postpartum care. At least it be consistently offered and encouraged as a normal thing to do.
Yeah, and how do you think that doctors and physicians and even like friends and family can help recognize signs of postpartum depression?
I think it's important from the get-go, like you find out you're pregnant, for everyone to start to be a bit more aware of how that pregnant person is behaving, feeling. You don't have to be, hyper vigilant, of course, but just in tune with them, and create a safe space from the get-go to say, like, if you're not happy about this, or if you're feeling a certain way, I am a place you can come to. You know, that's whether that's a friend or a trusted colleague or a healthcare provider, just saying it and calling it what it is can be really empowering for somebody to feel like they're validated in how they're feeling.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very real thing. I'm sure it's physical, it's mental, your hormones are changing.
Yes. It's a wild ride,
yeah,
for sure. And probably some of that is like evolutionarily what we need to do, right? Like be ready to take care of our family and protect. But again, if you're feeling like it's becoming unsafe or untenable, you gotta seek help because you deserve to feel better than that.
Oh, such a good conversation, and you're an amazing mom.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
So I appreciate you.
Thank you, Dr. Gentile. All right, learn more about Direct Care Physicians of Pittsburgh and Rebel Wellness on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.